Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8 Episode 2. The Princess and the Pea Brain. Interesting name. So yeah, we're just going to get right started into this video. Not much really fully intensely went down. We're going to start with a quick one with Ashley and Manuel. Basically, Ashley's just fighting with him to tell him Manuel is hiding his kids from Ashley. Now we seen last week that the mom and the sister wanted to hire a private investigator to figure something out. But Manuel is just not comfortable with talking to Ashley about his kids yet. He claims there's stuff going on in Ecuador and stuff. But, Ashley feels and I see Ashley's point. She feels that since they've been married for over a year now, she should know about the kids because now she's the stepmom now. So, and Manuel's giving her the third degree about it and doesn't want to fully talk about it until he's ready. This episode, they get into a big fight over it, and then Manuel storms off in the house and throws the dog outside with her, and Ashley gets mad. She's like, I need my space. And it just didn't end well. So they'll get to the bottom of it. Judging by the previews of next week, Ashley's going to be doing some weird witchcraft stuff again to get for us to understand this better. I can't with that. So yeah, that was Ashley and Manuel. Next couple I'm going to talk is Gina and Jasmine. So Gina and Jasmine, as we know, they're on their honeymoon in Michigan. Now, the topic in this episode was we're really trying to get Jasmine's kids here to America. And in this episode, we first, they're talking about it and stuff. Jasmine really wants to go back to Panama to see her kids and her family and stuff. She gets on at first they talked about having a baby again, and she pulled out this calendar and this chart, and she said she's ovulating right now in her menstrual cycle or whatever, and she was telling Gina that we need to do it multiple times a day this week and stuff for a chance to be able to conceive a baby, because Jasmine revealed that she does have a hard time, even though she has kids, she did have a hard time getting pregnant. So she pulled out the chart, and Gina's just whoa, 3 times a day? That's a little bit much. That's a little bit much. So yeah, after they talked about that, we see Jasmine call her family, and I guess her mom got sick. She had a chance to talk to her sister, and she asked what's going on with mom, and they said that she has to have a biopsy and something, and she needs and they asked her how much is this going to cost, and the sister told her $800 basically, and Jasmine was just I'm gonna have to get Gina to pay for it. I'm just I can't with that, because okay, now I'm sorry, okay, and we're praying for Jasmine's mom. We're praying for Jasmine's mom, but why and I know that's Gina's mother-in-law, but why would Jasmine say Gina's gonna have to pay for that? As I said last week and the week before, when I was online dating and talking to foreign girls, I would hear that same thing. I would say, hey, I need some money, I'm gonna have a surgery, or I need medicine, can you send me the money and stuff? Now, obviously, in this situation, it's different because they're telling the truth, because Jasmine's mom is sick. But it's just the fact that she it's I don't want to come off as me being insensitive to the situation, but it's really not Gino's responsibility to pay for Jasmine's mother's medical treatment in a different country when Jasmine's mom also has other kids and stuff and people down here helping her. Now, once again, I understand, third world countries, Latin American countries, it's poverty, this and that. I get that, and I empathize to the people living there and going through that. But I don't like how Jasmine, like, when things like that come up, Jasmine has to force, like, money on Gino and stuff. So that just really irritates me about how Jasmine does that and stuff. And she's gonna, like, she didn't bring it up in this episode to him, but like she's gonna bring it up to him, and he just not gonna have it, and it's just gonna be a mess. Like, and while we're on that, Jasmine and Gina go to an immigration lawyer to see about how to get the kids here. Gina's dumb self, when he applied for Jasmine's K-1 visa, in the petition, he did it all by himself. He did it without a lawyer, which was great. But he did not put her kids on the petition to bring them down here eventually. So now they got to go through this whole process, and it could take a couple years for Jasmine's kids to come to America. And Jasmine is furious. She is furious. And she told the immigration lawyer, they were having relationship problems at the time, and, uncertain about a couple things, but like, it still worked. But now she is furious, and judging by the previews, like he's gonna need, like, they have to do, like, get a lawyer this time, and it's gonna cost him like $5,000. So, and Gino said last week that he's unemployed because he's been taking care of, like, tending to Jasmine ever since she's got here to America. So it's just like Jasmine is just, she means well, but she's like she's really like using Gino for all his money. And I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. So they're going to have to figure that out. So yeah, that was Gina and Jasmine. Next couple I'm going to talk is Nicole and Mahood. So in this episode, Mahood arrives to America, and like Nicole's so excited, and she tries to kiss him. He didn't want to be kissed and everything, and he tired from his flight and everything. He making his typical Mahood comments like cover yourself. Like Nicole was trying to tell him not to walk on the sidewalks and and the crosswalks and stuff. They get back to Nicole's house, and Nicole, since Nicole does like fashion designs and whatever, they have these like mannequins, like, those naked mannequins that, that they leave clothes on. And Mahood seen that, and he was like, what the heck is this? And, Nicole explained that to him and didn't think anything of it. And of course, like, Mahood is just, just being typical Mahood, basically. So, he gets back to the house. He says it was like a little smaller than what he envisioned, especially that bed. But he was super tired. He did not smile one bit ever since he got up, but he was tired. Nicole actually said, I'm kind of mad at you for not taking a nap on a plane. Like, bro, like, you don't have to take a nap on a plane if you don't want to. You're on a plane. Like, you'll be lucky to get some sleep if you're on a plane. So yeah. So yeah, that was basically Nicole and Mahood. Next couple I want to talk is freaking Rob and Sophie. So Rob and Sophie, as we know, they're separated. Living down in Austin, they're separated. We first see Rob, he's like, Sophie, I guess, admitted that she lost her wedding band and stuff, and we see Rob upset. He's like, how do you lose your wedding band? I mean, like, you don't just lose it like that. If you really care, like, that would be something you just would be more careful of. And Sophie, she's talking to her mom, and, her mom, Claire, cannot stand Rob. And like, she's worried about, like, Sophie wants to go back, but she's worried about Rob will online cheat again, basically. And, the mom was talking, and, the mom seems to be having a better relationship with her boyfriend than Sophie's, than her daughter's having in her marriage. And the mother, like, was like, you think he has, like, an addiction to, I can't say the full word, but it starts with a P and ends with an N. and it rhymes with corn, if you know what I mean. So does he have an addiction to that? Like whatever it is, like an addiction or just like watching it or whatever, he needs to get help. Like, online cheating, is online cheating basically. So like, like Sophie's mom needs to really like just like really, I don't know. But my opinion is like Rob, like we went through this before, and how Sophie's been lately. So like, dude, just do better, please. I mean, you had a good first step in getting out of that one place and moving to Austin. So now just do better. That's all I gotta say with that. I don't want to spend that much time with them. So yeah, that was Rob and Sophie. Next couple I'm going to talk is Big Ed and Liz. So we got to meet Big Ed and Liz again. Apparently, we found out this is their final chapter. This is the last for all you people who've been petitioning to get Ed off TV. They did confirm. Liz confirmed on Instagram that that this is their final chapter. So I think this is the last time we'll see Ed and Liz on the TV. So we see Ed and Liz, they moved to Arkansas and they finally set a date for their wedding, which is going to be in 2 months. Liz's daughter Riley is down there, and we first see Ed like having like driving this like push lawnmower and stuff. He does his freaking introduction. You know how at the beginning of every season of 90 Day Fiancé, they say, I'm so and so, I'm so this age, and I'm from this city and state and stuff. So Ed says where he's from, his age. Liz says where she's from and her age. And then Ed, being disgusting as he is, gonna ask Liz, what is your favorite sexual position? And I'm just like, oh, here we go already. Liz finds it funny because they weren't fighting, but like that's them comments that Ed be making. It's just starting to get old. It's really starting to get old. So anyway, they're in Arkansas. They got a really nice house in a nice neighborhood. It's summertime. Her daughter Liz's daughter Riley's with them. They're preparing for the wedding. They make bracelets with Riley and stuff and everything. Ed asks Riley, so I'm going to be your stepdaddy. How do you feel about that? He's like, I know. It's okay, basically, and that was just basically that. Also, like, Ed and Liz are now getting in the real estate business now, so they're looking to be clients for people. They did a little dry test run with Riley. They dressed up. Ed had this really nice black suit on. Riley came in, little Riley. She reminds me of Kenny and Armando's daughter, Hannah. Like she was all dressed up, looking all professional. Came in and Ed and Liz like showed her the house as if she was a client and stuff and everything. And Ed asked her, like, do you think mommy and I would be good business partners? And she was like, I don't know, maybe not. So Riley knows what's going on with Ed and Liz. So right now, with the introduction of Ed and Liz, there was no drama yet. I mean, we all know that's subject to change. So yeah. So yeah, that was Ed and Liz. And the last couple I want to talk is Emily and Kobe. So last week, Emily and Kobe, they got to go, they packed up their stuff and they went to Cameron. In this episode, they arrive in Cameron and they're meted by Kobe's best friend. I think his name was Valerie. And, he helps them like get off the plane and like get outside the airport and stuff. And I guess in Cameroon that they have like all kinds of like group of people that like help them with their luggage and stuff and everything. So they had like a couple cars and stuff like for all their luggage and stuff. And, they helped them with the luggage and get them in the cars and stuff. But then like chaos erupted a little bit. Kobe was in the middle of something and they were talking to him and shouting with them. And like we did not know what was going on. And it kind of reminded me back in season 3 of Before the 90 Days when Angela like got to Nigeria and outside the airport, like they threw some spikes out by Michael's car, and like Michael got out to see what's going on, and he ended up getting into a fight with all those people at the airport and stuff. So I thought it was something similar to that, but luckily nothing got physical in this situation with Kobe. He basically said this is normal. I guess, like, you know, since we're foreigners, they're foreigners. They wanted a little something, and he said that I could give you a little bit, but this is all I have, and they appreciated that at least I offered something. So that was that. So, okay, no, whatever. So they drive through the town, you know, of where Kobe's from. And, you know, it was a little bit of a culture shock. They were not used to seeing, like, you know, the shacks and, you know, the broken down shacks and all those people all at once and stuff. And, you know, before like they decided to meet Kobe's family, they went to the market to buy some African attire, you know, because Kobe always be wearing his camera and stuff. But now Emily and her family are going to wear some African attire when they meet Kobe's family to see. And I think that's pretty cool. And I love the fact that Emily's parents are in on this too, and they're like cool with this and going along. Like nobody's making no comments, you know. Now there's still some stereotypical African countries that like people say, like, you know, Kobe's best friend Valerie said that, oh, I seen on the movies how white American women are to their men, you know, and stuff. I'm like, what movies are you seeing? And, you know, and I heard things, he was like, I heard things about Emily, how controlling she could be. Emily is nothing compared to Angela. Let's just say that. Emily is nothing compared to Angela. So yeah, so there's sort of some, you know, stereotypical things there, but I'm happy that Emily and Kobe, like, they're doing good. They're doing good, and like I'm excited to see their journey. I think it's gonna be a cute story. You know, they had a interesting 90 days, but you know, I think after being on the show, not being on the show, and just focusing on their marriage until now, from a break from when they were on 90 Day Fiancé 9 to now, they, you know, have focused better on the marriage. So anyway, guys, that is the it. We still haven't met Angela and Michael yet. We still haven't seen Lauren and Alexi yet. And we still haven't seen Patrick and Thais yet. So we'll see them in the upcoming weeks. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap tonight's episode of the part 2 of the Tell-All the Single Life. So stay tuned for that. So until then, y'all be safe and have a good one. Bye, y'all.